All right, first Masters 1000 of the year is getting ready to get started. Indian Wells, aka the fifth slam. So obviously this is a very important tournament for all the players throughout the year. So let's get right into the predictions. Obviously Zverev is going to get through against Bai. No need to explain that one. Kecmanovic Greek Sport is probably one of the most interesting first rounds I've seen in my very quick glance of the draw so far. Kecmanovic just won Del Rey not too long ago. So, just based on current form, I guess I'll go with him. Marijan in Masters 1000s is that seems to be his bread and butter. It doesn't seem to matter what the surface is. Remember, he beat Alcaraz a few years ago, and that's when he kind of burst onto the scene. So I'm going to pick Marijan there. Pitchy Pericard and Mahatch obviously have buys. I'm just going to take Bublik over the qualifier. I'm not familiar with the qualifiers. No, actually I'm going to take the qualifier. Clearly he's got form right now, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Bublik right now. So I'll take Bautista Agut. Francis and Runa have buys. Thompson over Mute. Yeah. Munar, Nishikori. I think I'm going to go Munar, but that's also another fun one to keep an eye on. Humbert and Berrettini have buys. I think I'm going to go O'Connell over Carbeas Baena. Seboth Vilch and Mueller. Mueller had a good run not too long ago, so I'm going to go Mueller, just based on current form. Tsitsipas Rude have buys. Giron over Basilashvili. Bergs over Quinn. Poppert and Fees have buys. Triple Z or qualifier is Triple Z for me. Opelka over Safulin. Musetti, Tommy have buys. Boyer and Vukic is interesting. I'll go with Boyer. Yeah. Nori and Nardi. Nardi beat Djokovic here last year. And I'll give him the win here against Nori too. Lehechka bye. Mickelson bye. Kaboli. Basav already was very impressive in Australia, in my opinion. So I'm going to go Basav already over Boo. Medvedev and Rublev have buys. Arnoldi over Kovacevic. Shevchenko, Hijikata. I'll go Shevchenko. Nakashima and Hachinov have buys. Minchik Echeverry. Ooh. I'm going to go Minchik. And Tien over Navone. Shelton has a buy. Draper has a buy. Fonseca Fernley. Ooh. Fernley made, round 3 in Australia? Fonseca's obviously had all this hype around him. Recently won his first title. Had a great match win streak at the beginning of the year. I'm going to go Fonseca, but Fernley is interesting. Brooksby's back. Okay. Brooksby and Bonzi. I'll go Brooksby. And Felix has a bye. Tabio has a bye. Thule or Lavic? I'll go Thule, just based on how he performed at the U.S. Open. And obviously he's got decent form right now, just qualifying. Giganti or Baez? Baez just won a title. But I'm going to go for an upset here. Qualifier over Baez. Fritz and Djokovic have buys. Kyrgios' wrist is clearly bothering him right now, so I'm going to go Bodek. Fekina over McDonald. Cerundolo's got a bye. Hurkacz's a bye. Darderi and Gaston. I'll go Darderi. Sonego over Goffin. Demon has a bye. Grigor has a bye. Borges over Rinderknecht. Struff Monfils. Monfils had a good start to the year. And I think he's been resting since. So I guess I've really got no reason to not go Monfils. Korda has a bye. Shapo has a bye. Two qualies. I'll go with Zeppieri. Hallis or Busta. I'll go Carreno Busta, and then Alcaraz has a bye. Round 2. Zverev Kecmanovic. I think I'm going to go Zverev, but he's been struggling recently, and Kecmanovic has been pretty in form. So it's an interesting one to keep an eye on. I might go back and change it later, but we'll see. Pericard. Marijan. I'll go Pericard. Mahoch. Tiafo. Runa Thompson. I'll pick Jordan Thompson. Munar. Humbert. I think I'm going to go Humbert, but it should be an interesting match. Berrettini over O'Connell. Tsitsipas over Mueller. Brood beats Giron. Bergs beats Popperin. Popperin's been struggling recently. Feast and Triple Z. I'll go with Triple Z there. And Musetti to beat Opelka. Tommy to win. Lehechka wins. Mickelson Kaboli? I'll go Mickelson. Medvedev Balzafaretti would be one to watch, but I think Medvedev can get it done. Arnaldi Rublev is an interesting one. I think I'll go on Arnaldi just to shake things up a little bit. Nakashima to beat Shevchenko. Minchik to beat Khachanov. Tien to beat Shelton. I think Tien has the game to really make Ben struggle and get frustrated. So I think Tien can win. Draper Fonseca is an interesting one. I think Draper can probably get it done, but it should be one to keep an eye on, of course. Felix has been in great form recently. Thule qualifier. Tibia's been struggling a little bit recently, so I'll give the quality a good run. Fritz has been incredible at Indian Wells in the past. I think Djokovic will be fine. Fekina's been on a good... he's been in good form recently, so I'll go him. Hurkacz over Darderi. Sonego over De Minaur just based on... I know Australian Open was a couple months ago at this point, but I have to give him his credit for that. No, actually no. De Minaur. Yeah, De Minaur's been great. So I can't fault Demon for that. Dimitrov over Borges. Monfils Korda. I'm gonna say Monfils, yeah. Shapo's been in great form recently, and Alcaraz is gonna win against Busta. Round 3. Zverev to beat Pericard. Mahoch to beat Tiafo. Humbert. I'm going to say Berrettini beats Tsitsipas, even though Tsitsipas has been on great form recently, winning his first 500. I think Berrettini has the upper hand in that match. Rude and Zizou, I'm going to say Rude. And Musetti beats Triple Z. I'm going to take Lehechka to beat Tommy. I think Medvedev can get past Mickelson. Nakashima to beat Arnaldi. Minsick TN is interesting. I think I'm going to go TN there. Draper, Felix. Felix has been in great form recently. Taylor puts an end to Li Tu's run. Djokovic can beat Vakina. Should be pretty handily. Hurkacz, Demonor. I'm gonna back Demon. And I'll take Monfils to beat Grigor. Shapovalov Alcaraz is an interesting match. I don't think Alcaraz will struggle much, but there is a possibility. Zverev Mahaj. I'm taking Mahaj. Zverev has not been playing his best tennis recently, and I back Mahaj. I'm a super big Mahaj fan, so Mahaj it is against Zverev. And I'm going to take Berrettini to beat Humbert. Musetti and Rude. I'll take Rude. And Lehechka, I think, will beat Medvedev. Again, I'm a Lehechka fan as well. So, and Medvedev has not been playing his best tennis at all this year. He's been playing very poorly, in fact. Some really bad upsets. So, yeah, I think Lehechka can get past Medvedev. Call me crazy, but I think Tien has got a big run within him this year at Indian Wells. I think he beats Nakashima as well. I think this is the end of Felix's run. Taylor's been incredible at Indian Wells in the past. Djokovic will beat Demon, and Alcaraz has got Monfils. Mahaj Berrettini, 1928 quarterfinal. 19 versus 28. I'll go Mahaj. Yeah. I think Mahaj has been in pretty good form recently, so I think I'll back him over Berrettini. Lehechka Rude. I think I'll go with... That's a tough one. I'm actually going to come back to that one and skip to Tien versus Fritz. I think Fritz has got it. Just... He's such a good player, especially at Indian Wells. I think Tien has got a good run at Indian Wells to either a semi or a final in the future, in the very near future. But I think beating Taylor's a little too much for him right now. And then the big one, Alcaraz Djokovic. Alcaraz is so good at Indian Wells, and Djokovic, he's been struggling. I know Djokovic just beat Alcaraz in Australia, but I have to say Alcaraz here at Indian Wells. And then Rude Lehechka, I have to back Rude. He's the 4 seed for a reason. He's been playing great tennis recently. But Lehechka definitely could make a semi here. So Mahaj, Rude, Fritz, Alcaraz are your semifinalists. That would be a fun draw at Indian Wells for sure at the semifinals. I think I'll say Rude beats Mahaj, and then Alcaraz to beat Fritz, definitely. And then Alcaraz is your champion. He's so good at Indian Wells. It's absurd. So we'll see what actually happens at Indian Wells, but I'm thinking for sure Alcaraz is going to win. I would have picked Alcaraz even if Sinner was going to be in the draw, and without Sinner, I just feel like he's got pretty much zero competition at this point. So we'll see what happens at the end, but I've got Alcaraz winning Indian Wells.